I was watching this show called Alone, and this dude named Cade, who is a big hunter, was hiking through the woods, and he had all of his arrows in a limb quiver. And all of a sudden, he looks down.
What the? My quiver came off my bow.
And his quiver's gone. All of his arrows are gone. And before I get into what I think happened to Cade's quiver, I've got to be honest. My very first thought when I saw this was, I sure hope we didn't send him this quiver, because if I'm going to be honest, we've messed up hundreds of these. Now, a limb quiver doesn't just fall off the bow. They're actually quite secure. And the way that a limb quiver works is that this rubber piece hugs onto there, strap goes around, and clips on to this pin right here. The issue is a very small issue, but can have a very big impact. And you may have noticed it while I was putting this quiver on. The only thing that's holding this quiver on is this little tiny limb pin right here. Let me show you. This piece right here, which is plastic. And usually, we've sold thousands of these, usually is not a big deal. But what happened was we got a batch of these that were absolute garbage. They were super weak and would break really easily. So let me show you. I think this is one of the bad ones. Yep, you see that? Snaps off super easily. And so what could have happened to Cade's quiver as he's walking through the woods is it gets caught on a tree and the pin snap and all of his arrows are left. So easy fix, right? Make sure the limb pin is strong. The issue was we didn't realize that we had gotten a bad batch of these limb pins, and we sent out probably at least 100 of these with the weak limb pins in them. And we started getting feedback from people saying, hey, the limb quiver fell off when I took the first shot, or after I shot it, I took the limb quiver off and the pin snapped. And so we realized this issue. We reached out to the manufacturer that makes these little limb pins, this piece right here, and they had an issue with their manufacturing, and they fixed that issue and made it much stronger. So what's the solution to this issue? Well, as a preventative measure, I would say if you do have a limb quiver like this, to use leverage to your advantage, or more specifically, don't use leverage to your disadvantage. One of the issues that I noticed on these limb pins is that they begin making these posts too long. And when the post is longer, then there's more leverage on it and it's easier to break. So when you're putting the strap on this post, push it in as far as you can. Don't put it on the very edge of the post. That's a preventative measure. If you have got a quiver like this and this piece has broke, I don't care if you got it from us or from someone else, that's not helping you enjoy more archery. So let us know and we will replace this piece for you for free. We got a bunch extra of them now because the manufacturer sent us a bunch extra because there was bad ones. And so now we've got, you can see the difference. This is a new one and I don't think I can break it compared to those other ones that just snapped off super easily. And so if you need a limb pin, whether it's a quiver from us or not, and it looks like this, let us know. We will take care of you. And if you bought a quiver from us and you're concerned about it breaking, let us know and we will send you one of these just as a backup for free. We want more people to enjoy more archery. And I apologize for sending out a product that was not shatterproof. If you do need to change out the post, it's super easy. Let me show you how to do it real quick. Okay, so if one of these does break, here's how to replace it. So we need to pull out this whole entire plastic piece right here. It's really easy to pull out if you just slide this rubber piece and it'll pop out. Get rid of the old pin. Put the new one in. I'm gonna go and put it in this hole. And then you can just pull that strap back while holding this edge down. And then it cinches it in, and you are good to go with a limb quiver that will not break. So this issue right here is obviously a big issue with an easy fix. We want to take care of you guys. If you need this limb quiver, let us know. You can reach us at contact@shatterproofarchery.com. archeryquestions.com. Just ask for a limb quiver pin or 2 of them. And if you didn't order from us, let us know what your address is so that we can send it to you. Immediately after watching Cade lose his limb quiver and arrows on a loan, I looked it up to see if we had fulfilled an order from Cade Colton. We hadn't, but what should I feel from that? Should I be sad? Should I celebrate? I don't know, but what I do know is that broken limb quivers do not help more people enjoy more archery, and that is our goal. I do want to commend Cade for his response after he lost his arrows. Obviously, he was frustrated, super frustrated. Like, that was his plan to get big game to survive. But he didn't quit. He didn't let it quit. He sat in frustration for a while, and then he's like, what do I got to do? I got to build some more arrows. And so he built some arrows and actually ended up taking game with the arrows that he built, which is amazing. Like Cade, stay shatterproof. And like our new limb quiver pins, stay shatterproof. I'll see you on the next video.
Should you be worried about the limb quiver breaking? No, probably not. Here, Gray Baby, hit me over the head with this. No, like hit me, hit me hard. Oh,
You want me to swing this thing?
Yeah, swing it.
How about I hit it against a piece of wood?
How about my head?